Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Hope you guys are doing good. I know it's been a while since I posted, so I do apologize for that, but we are back and I'm ready to go. So we'll get right into today's video. I thought today I would react to a video that I've been watching for a couple days, and it's really resonated with me and really made me think about who I am as a hunter. It really made me think about why I hunt and why I do what I do. And this video has been making a lot of sense and made a lot of good points. And Travis Turner, T-Bone, he's one of the guys that I've looked up to for years. He's actually one of those guys that I've actually been watching I started watching him when I was a kid. You know, I got monster bucks on tape. I still got them to this day. And, you know, he's one of those guys, him, Michael Waddell, all those guys. He's one of the guys that I really looked up to. And this video that he made is I think we need to, I think we all need to watch it, because it is something that is an important topic, because we are, you know, I'll kind of get into why I say that, but in all retrospects, we need each other and we need to celebrate each other. And, yeah, but I'm ready to get into it if you guys are. And yeah, we'll see what we can do.
It just bothers me, like, when, you know, with social media, you get a guy, he's afraid to post a picture of a deer that he killed, and even though he's proud, and, you know, social media has made it to where he's scared to post it because of the way people are going to feel about it. I try to, and it's hard to do all the posts I see, but I don't care who posts it. If they take the time to share the picture with me, I want to make sure that I celebrate it, period. As long as it was done legal, man, absolutely. The states make the laws that give us the amounts that we can kill. As long as you're within the legal limits, high five, more power to you. Fill the freezer and enjoy it.
So, to kind of begin, he really made a good point. Social media is a great tool, but it can also be something that can be taken advantage of. I know, you know, I probably know a lot of people that are afraid to post what they shot because they're afraid of what people might think, afraid of what people might comment, you know. But I think we need to be better at just celebrating others and being more open-minded to post, you know, post your deer, whatever it is, a doe, a buck, you know, it don't matter if you killed it with a crossbow, if you killed it with a compound, it really doesn't matter. I say post it. And if people have a stick up their butt about it, that's their problem. That's not yours. And if you see that post and you're happy for them, man, a simple congratulations on the comment section could probably make that guy's day. You know, social media can be great, but we need to share each other's success, and we need to be more open-minded to tell people, congratulations, man, on social media. I love it. I love seeing other people's bucks, whether it's a small buck, a doe, a big buck, it don't matter. I love seeing it. So, yeah, we need to celebrate other people, and that hugging and that high-fiving is what hunting is all about. I don't care what anybody says. That's what it's all about. It's not about killing. It's not about anything. It's about celebrating with your guys and your friends and your family, and just, it's really a good time. I love high-fiving when I get a successful deer, and I love it. I love it, man. So, let's get back into it.
You may not know Travis truly. You've likely met T-Bone through the TV, through social media, the larger-than-life funny guy on the Bone Collector. He's one of those icons of whitetail hunting. He's one of those icons of the southeastern deer community. A stone-cold whitetail bow hunter. But I can almost guarantee that you've never seen a side of T-Bone that articulates why hunting is so important to him.
And then, you know, like you talk to some people in the Midwest, and then they frown or snarl at the way someone hunted in Florida. Look, they don't live in Iowa. You can't kill a 180 while they're ain't a 180. You scratch your itch. I mean, there's so many people that we just assume within this industry that everybody gets to hunt 5 months a year. That's not true. That's the farthest thing from the truth. You dig deep and you get down on the ground level, and you know where the rubber meets the road, like we do. You know, doing events and talking to people and really listening to who the brotherhood is. And it's the guy that's the blue collar worker. It's everybody. But fact of the matter is, I mean, you can look at the studies and look at the people out there. That people don't get to hunt nowhere near as much as, you know, people in the industry do. Let them celebrate. If you only had 4 days to hunt, you'd be proud as a pup of a 4-pointer or a doe, or you only got 3 acres to hunt.
Yeah, that's another good point that was made that really resonated with me because, I'll be honest with you guys, not a lot of us hunters get to do what other people get to do, you know? Not a lot of us get to hunt 150s, 140s, 130s every year, you know? A lot of people in my area have the land to do so, but not a lot of people do. I mean, and it's kind of sad that some people have the ego to just, I don't know, it's just kind of like a power grab, to be honest with you, you know? People don't let you hunt, and, you know, the time that people have to hunt is really limited for some people, you know? I mean, some people only get to hunt weekends. Some people only get to hunt a week, a rough vacation. And, you know, people like to frown upon somebody that shoots a 4-pointer or little 90-inch 8-pointer because it's just the way they are. And sometimes you just got to look back and say, hey, what does that guy have? You know, what does that guy even get to do as far as hunting? You know, I think we need to ask ourselves more and more about what people's limitations are, you know? Some people might be able to hunt more than others, and if they're shooting if that one guy that doesn't get to hunt much is shooting a 90-inch 8-point, who's to say he can't do that? Maybe that's the only buck he's seen all day. Maybe that's the only hunt he's had or is going to have. Who's to say he can't hunt that buck? It's just ridiculous that we need to, you know, kill certain bucks or kill a certain amount of deer, you know, amount of 150s every year. Man, people in the industry get to do that every single year. Not the blue collar guy. Not the guy that's working 40, 60 hours a week. That's not realistic. It's not. I hate to break it to you, but it's not. It's really kind of sad that people look down upon others that hunt their hunt. Hunt your own hunt. Who cares? So yeah, anyway.
Guy can't afford a tractor. Guy can't afford to plant food plots. But he can go buy him a bag of corn, put it out where baiting is legal, and he can celebrate the hunt all year long by the avenues that we have to celebrate it.
Yeah, nobody gets to afford tractors to make food plots, and nobody has the ability to, you know, some people frown upon baiting, which I don't mind. If it's legal in your state, do it. Who says you can't do it if it's legal? If it's illegal, yeah, that's something different. But if baiting's illegal in your state, who's to say you can't do that? You know, a $10 bag of feed might be the only thing that guy can afford. That guy can afford a $10,000 tractor or a $5,000 head on a digger or whatever, or 4-wheeler. Not the average guy. Yeah, we need to, you know, not a lot of people can afford stuff like that. Me included. I can afford that. I'm hunting the way, I don't use bait because it's not legal here, but I'm hunting the way I hunt. And I'm not worried about the neighbors. If they want to shoot something, go for it. But I'm shooting the big one. I mean, am I opposed to shooting the small one? No. But I like the challenge of shooting a big one. But if the other guy wants to shoot a 4-point, and if he's doing it legally, who cares? Let him do it. So
let that guy celebrate it. He is a hunter. He may not be the hunter that you are, or he may not be the hunter that another person is, but he is a hunter. He gets to wear that label. He gets to fly that flag. Let him fly that flag. Let's celebrate him and welcome him with open arms.
yes.
This day and age, we talk about the hunters' numbers are being down a little bit. And I worry about, what the future holds. And it always gets put on our shoulders because we have a platform to recruit more hunters. And absolutely, with our platform, we're going to do everything that we can. And it gets focused on the kids. The kids are a huge part of that. But let's not just lose focus on people in general. Absolutely, we want the next generation to be hunters. We want to recruit kids. We want to introduce them to the outdoors. But I would encourage every hunter out there, if you're an outdoorsman, you think highly of hunting or like hunting, or you are a hunter, how about the guy down the street from you? Let's try to recruit him. He may be the neighbor that's looking over the fence wondering what you're doing skinning that deer out. Well, rather than giving him the middle finger, how about inviting him over, giving him a beverage? Let him celebrate with you. Explain to him all the joys of hunting. Explain to him everything that hunting does for you. Not just that, hey, we're filling the freezer and we're going to have steaks tonight that you're welcome to join us with. Explain to him why hunting has blessed you 365 days a year, your whole life.
Yeah, I'm guilty of that. I haven't really been open-minded to other hunters, and I'm trying to be better at that, and I'm trying to encourage others to come with me on a hunt. I'm trying. Excuse me. I think about that a lot. Especially after this video. I'm thankful I get to hunt, but I'm also wondering what others are thinking. As far as if they're interested in even trying to hunt, or if they're interested in wondering why I love it so much. I'll tell you, I can hunt. I can talk about hunting for days. And if somebody is willing to at least maybe go with me just to watch and just maybe see if it's something that interests in him or her, I'm all for that, man. I don't care who you are. If you want to go hunting and you like the way I talk about it and you want to experience it yourself, absolutely, I want you to come with me, and I need to be better at opening the door of that to other people and try to welcome others into not only just hunting, just having a beer and just celebrate with me and showing them how I gut or how I butcher a deer and how the hunt went. Just tell them the stories. The stories are the greatest things in the world for somebody who doesn't know how to hunt or doesn't know hunting. If you can tell them a great story about how you killed that buck or that doe and you make it entertaining, man, that might be just enough for him to be like, hey, I think I want to try this, But I think we need to be better off. We need to be better at just opening our doors and just welcoming others to just enjoy it. Even if they want to just sit in with you and just watch. I mean, man, there's so many people that would benefit from that, And I need to be better at that. I know. I got a couple of people that I'm going to be going out with this year. And it's hard because you want to take them out, but you also want to hunt your own hunt and get your stuff tagged out, I'm guilty as anybody else is. I like to shoot mine before you shoot yours, But I'm really trying to open my door and kind of welcome others into the passions that I have as hunting. And I talk about it a lot, and people probably wonder why I love it so much. And they probably want to get into it or want to try to see why they why I love it and see if they like it, but they're probably just too scared to ask. But I'm always open to anybody who wants to go out and just sit and just enjoy their time and just be with me. You know, I enjoy it. I encourage it. So that's my thing.
You know, a lot of people, the perception of hunting, we've talked about this before, is that we're bloodthirsty killers and mass murderers. Well, you know, that's the farthest from the truth. Yeah,
That's the last point.
That's the end result. And, you know, we get table fare for our family, but there's so much more that encompasses what a hunter is. All those sounds, those smells, those the weather, just all those things make such a
We got one more minute, guys.
For years and
on the
years
video.
and years, and those memories are priceless. I live for the fall every year just for that, and can't wait for each time I get to go sit outside and feel those same feelings. And you know, hunting is just it's cliche, but it is a part of our DNA.
That's basically the end of it. He just says, I'm a hunter and blah, blah, blah. But, you know, that's a good point, too. A lot of people look down on hunters and think we're just bloodthirsty killers and just think we're doing it for the fun of it, just for the kill. I welcome anybody that challenges that. And I would say to them, you obviously do not know hunters, because we are the ones that are out there every single day to not only kill something or provide for our family or provide for ourselves food wise, but also we're the guys that are out there that are enjoying it, and we're the people that actually care about the woods, you know, care about nature. We're probably the most proponent of nature conservation, you know? I'll be honest with you, I've done my fair share of mistakes. I've killed deer and not gotten them, and I got trigger happy and shot them when I shouldn't have. But, you know, for me, hunting's a lot more than just sitting in a tree stand just waiting for a kill, you know, waiting for something to kill, you know? It's not like that. For me, it's organic food, because how organic can you get than deer? I mean, they're not going to live forever. I'll make that very clear to you guys. They're not going to live forever. They're not going to be living a good life because they're going to be hit by a car or killed by a coyote or wolf or something. They don't live a good, healthy life, guys. Not like a cow. And, you know, it really bothers me when I hear people say stuff like, oh, you're a hunter. Like, they get this kind of weird feeling when you say I'm a hunter, and it's just not, they don't like the word hunter because they feel that hunter equals murder, and you're killing another animal, and you're killing something that can't shoot back, blah, blah, blah. And, you know, it's far from the truth, guys. It's not that. We're not killing just for the thrill